Hey guys! Today's video is a little bit different because I'm just doing a very quick talk to you about my Slimming World journey, because I know some people have had some questions and they want to know like what's happened to me with Slimming World. Please excuse my voice in advance because I'm really not very well. I'm not wearing any makeup, so I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, I just haven't been very well at all this week. It's still in my voice, so I apologise if I cough or anything like that. This won't be a very long video, so don't worry. Basically, I joined Slimming World in October 2017, and when I joined, I had a lot of weight to lose, a lot of stones, and I lost a total of 3 stone, 6.5 pounds over the next year. So that was really, really good. Now, that was by about Christmas 2018. By June 2018, I actually had given up alcohol. Now, I used to really enjoy a glass of wine, and you'll certainly see it in some of my earlier videos that I would save my sins and use it to have a large glass of wine in the evening, which is absolutely fine. And there is nothing wrong with enjoying some alcohol. That is entirely your decision. I'm sorry about Delta in the background. But basically I decided, well, I didn't actually decide to give up alcohol. What I decided was to do a challenge where I didn't drink any alcohol for a month, and that month was July 2018. And I did it, and it was actually super easy, way easier than I thought it was going to be. So I thought, okay, cool, I'll do another month. And then I was like, well, I've done 2 months now, so I might as well do a quarter of a year, because that sounds good, right? So I did that, and then I was like, well, now I've done 3 months and I don't really want to have any alcohol, so I'll do 6 months. And I kept going like that. So we're now in December 2019, and so it's been like 1.5 years since I gave up alcohol, and that's cool. However, what I noticed with giving up alcohol, and please bear in mind that I used to just have like a glass or sometimes 2 glasses of wine in the evening, I found that I started replacing it, because I used to have my dinner, clear everything up, and then I would come and sit down with a glass of wine, and then I would have like a hot chocolate or a cup of tea or something after that. Like, however, this is back when you could have chocolate almond milk as part of your healthy extra A, which you cannot anymore. So that used to be like my treat in the evening. And I found that when I gave it up, I was looking for something else to have as a treat in the evening. Again, nothing wrong with this. You can use your sins however you want to use them. But I found that I was having some chocolate in the evening. And before I gave up alcohol, my tastes very much ran to the savoury. And now they're very much more to the sweet. Don't get me wrong, I still love my like salty things, but I crave many more sugary things. And I'm almost certain that that was a direct like correlation there. Anyway, the point is, it started me off heading towards Christmas 2018. It started me off on a bit of a slippery slope. Between June and Christmas 2018, I mean, I had basically lost most of the weight by then, and then it started to really slow down and stagnate. And then I like gained over Christmas 2018, and I was like, oh my God, like I felt like all my work was being undone. I suddenly found that I was falling back into old food habits. I was just saying, oh, I'll just have this extra bit. I'll have an extra 10 sins today. Oh, I'm not going to count sins today because it's Christmas. And it just all went really, really horribly wrong. And basically the whole of this year, I've just got worse and worse and worse. My meals, generally speaking, are fine. I still make them with Slimming World principles in mind. 95% of the food I eat, or have been eating, should I say. But I got back into some really old, unhealthy eating habits, by which I mean binging, if I'm totally honest. I'm a very, very bad binge eater, and I guess it's kind of the first time I'm admitting that, like, in public. But yeah, I really do have a problem with it, and I can eat vast quantities. Now, over the years, and I mean, this has been since I was little, by the way, But over the years, I've had, you know, periods of several years where I don't do it and I'm okay. And then I'll start allowing myself to do it occasionally. And it just gets me back into old habits. And it happens every time. And I have this cycle that I go through. Anyway, 2019 has not been my year. It's not really been my year in terms of weight. So basically, to summarise it, I have in fact put on all the weight I lost and a bit more, and that's majority in 2019. I have got back into really bad habits with the types of food that I've been choosing. I've just lost a lot of discipline, and it's kind of a hard thing to admit, especially when you make YouTube videos talking about Slimming World, because when I make my videos, it helps inspire me and it helps me plan for the week ahead. You know, when I do my meal prep videos, I like to that actually is my meal prep for the week, you know, and I will go and eat all that. The problem that I've been having is that I may end up having a lot of extra things. And again, when I do videos for you guys, they're honest and that's cool. But it's when I don't do the videos. And I'm sure that a lot of you have noticed that I've been doing a lot less videos recently. And it has been because I've been A, working a lot, B, I moved house and it's just thrown my routine right out of the window. I've stopped doing my yoga, which I really miss, but to be honest, the reason I've stopped doing it is just because I've put so much weight back on that I'm not comfortable going there because I feel too embarrassed. I can't move as much because honestly, my fat is in the way. I can do the moves, but they're not very good. And quite frankly, some of them are uncomfortable. So that's kind of killing me a bit. And I really want to get back to a point where I can do my yoga again. So my consultant has been trying to help me. Please don't get me wrong. I have gone to, since October 2017, when I started Slimming World, I think I've missed 2 sessions. I go every single week religiously. I plan my life around it. I do the Way at my group, which I've mentioned in other videos. And the trouble with doing Way or being a part of the social team is that you become really friendly with your consultant. You get used to weighing everyone else and giving them words of encouragement and, you know, a pat on the back. It's okay. It doesn't matter that you've put on weight this week. That's life. Life gets in the way. Or well done, you've lost weight this week. But I've really found that because I'm not having a stranger weigh me, my consultant weighs me before we start the group. And we're as bad as each other because we've become more like friends than consultant and member. And this is no disrespect to her in any way, shape or form. It's just sort of a product of the situation that it's kind of meant that I'm not acting like a Slimming World member, even though I'm paying to be there every week. So she came up with the idea that I join another group. And it took a few days for that to sink in because I don't like change. I'm terrible with change. I know a lot of us are, but I mean, I'm really terrible with change. I'm a fairly OCD person. Not OCD diagnosed, I just like saying I'm not sure that I am, like, in the official sense, but I really am. You know, I count things have to go in their places. I don't like change. And when she said that, I felt like crying because it felt like I was being kicked out of her group. Sorry about the noise. And yeah, it took me a few days. So that was 2 weeks ago on Thursday. I thought about it over the weekend and I thought, I see what her point is, because I need to have that consultant relationship again. I need a shake up. I need someone to be egging me on. I need to feel like I've joined Slimming World again. I need to get that new member feeling back. I need to get my mojo back. I need to get back in the Slimming World mindset properly all the time, not just when I'm making a video. So last Monday, I joined a new group. And the group I chose was one, the consultant used to be the consultant for one of my friends, and she speaks very highly of him. A him, yes. So I started this new group on the Monday, and we had a really good chat when I went there. It's a lot smaller than my usual group, which, by the way, I'm still doing my weigh at. So like, I'm weighing in people there. I'm still a member of the social team there. So actually I'm going to 2 groups a week, not as a member, obviously, for the Thursday one, but yeah, I'm still doing the weigh-ins there. And it means I still get to see all my friends I've made, because, you know, in 2 years, they've become more like friends than, you know, slimming buddies or whatever. So it's really nice that I'm still getting to do that. But yeah, the Monday group is going to be my weigh group now. So yeah, the guy leading the group, very direct, very down to earth, a man, not a woman, which probably was the scariest part for me. Women are very empathetic, very understanding, and I thought how, in my experience, men don't understand the issues that women have with food. And I know that sounds almost like not sexist, but it sounds a bit like putting things in boxes, but it's true, because in general, I have found that women are much more emotional eaters, and men are very much, I'm losing weight now, I'm not having extra calories, let's get on it. And they're the ones that go and get the £14, £18 weight losses in their first week. Women may get 1, 2, 5, never those big figures, or very, very rarely. Yeah, so I thought, I'm not sure how I'm going to get on with a man as a leader, but do you know what? His directness and his honesty is so refreshing, and it's exactly what I needed. So when I went to see him last Monday, I didn't rejoin, but what I did do was I paid for a new member pack, so I don't have to see all my gains in my old one. And I asked him to give me the new member talk again, which he did, but an adapted version, because obviously I know about what's free, what's speed, what's sins, what's protein and all that. There were a few interesting points that, you know, I perhaps was no longer considering, such as things containing fibre will keep you fuller longer. I tend to forget about fibre, if I'm totally honest. I'll think about protein, I'll think about speed foods. But yeah, I don't often think about fibre. But beans, lentils, things like that, yeah, they're P foods, they're protein foods, but they're also they're fibre. So really, really good. And I mean, I know I eat plenty of things like that, but the point is, it's just refocusing the mindset. So yeah, today is Sunday, and I've got my first weigh-in at the new group tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie, I'm bricking it, but I have been good Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yesterday, I was not good at all, and I am really, really regretting it. But I have today and I have tomorrow. I'm sorry, I can't believe it lasted till then without coughing. So I can do this, guys. I'm gonna get back on it. I'm gonna make more videos. I want to inspire you. And I hope this video was interesting to learn a bit about my Slimming World journey. Right now, I'm heavier than when I very first started Slimming World, which is a big kick in the teeth to me. But do you know what? The line is drawn. The only way is down from here in terms of weight. So yeah, I hope if you're struggling that this inspires you and, you know, shows you that maybe things just need a shake up. I'll let you all know how I get on tomorrow when I weigh. Maybe I'll put a comment on the video to let you know. To be honest, I'll be happy with just £2 lost, because every week has been a gain, every single week, except for maybe 2 in like the last 6 months or something. It's so demoralising, I can't even describe it. But no more. I'm sorting it out. So please stick with me. I want you guys to get inspiration from my videos. I want to show you that Slimming World is viable and is good, because I really do believe it's good. You know, the sins limit our fat and sugar intake, basically. And you know, I know people moan about, I can't have avocado and it's really good for you, but the point is, avocado contains a lot of fat. Fat contains calories. We're overeating on calories. Therefore, you're not going to lose weight if you're eating all those calories. You can thin it, and that's limiting you. So, you know, I fully agree with the plan as a whole. Some things, yes, you can do Slimming World really unhealthily, but you don't need to. So, I'm starting over. Let's do this. I really hope that this has been of interest to you, and I'll see you guys in my next food prep video. See ya.